From being the frontrunner in the race for the next 007, to admitting that he's deeply honored to even be considered for the role, Idris Elba finally revealed the truth behind the James Bond rumors. He was definitely a fan favorite to be the next James Bond. Elba has it all: good looks, that signature British charm, and the action chops needed for the role. On top of that, Idris's acting range is off the charts. From his charismatic performance in Luther, to his commanding presence in The Wire, and you have to love him in Pacific Rim. So I'm saying he's definitely got the versatility and depth to take on the role. There's sheer magnetism too, and that smile. Plus, the actor's athleticism and physicality are also a big plus. Elba's just one of those guys who looks just as good in a suit as he does in a street fight. Unfortunately, he has ruled himself out of the role. At the World Government Summit in February 2023, the actor was asked if he was going to be the next Bond. To which he replied, "I'm not going to be that guy."
A and ends with B, but I'm not going to be that guy.
And with that one sentence, he single-handedly broke the hearts of millions. So there's no more speculating, folks. He made it clear that he was committed to the role of Luther. Which is fair, because he's already invested 10 years into the TV show. But does this mean we'll have to bury our Elba fantasy? Nope, because the man has thrown us a lifeline. He's planning his own Bond-esque universe. So if you wanted to see more of the handsome hunk in a spy role, then look no further. Because Elba will take his detective character, DCI Luther, to the next level, with a movie franchise of his own. And Fallen Son is only the first in a series of movies to come. Going by reviews and ratings, I'm pretty sure it'll happen. The movie managed 69% on the tomato meter, and 85% on the audience score at Rotten Tomatoes. But Elba and the team are keeping very quiet about what's next for Luther. One thing's for sure though, Idris Elba's not going to be James Bond. There are some pretty good contenders out there still. If the bookies are believed, Papa Esidu could be the next 007. The star of Gangs of London is making quite the buzz, with a sudden surge of bets being placed on him to take on the iconic role. He was also in the HBO series I May Destroy You, which earned him Emmy and BAFTA nominations. But his talent goes beyond television. He's had quite the run at the Royal Shakespeare Company in their productions of Hamlet and King Lear in 2016. What's interesting about Esidu is that he approaches every acting decision with a political lens. He carefully considers his roles, the venues, as well as the people he collaborates with. Hell, even director Danny Boyle has expressed his admiration for Esidu, saying he'd be his first choice for the next 007. Esidu caught Boyle's attention during a play at the Old Vic. The director's second choice is Robert Pattinson, which adds an intriguing twist to the mix. Given Papa's talent, background, and growing interest in diversifying the James Bond franchise, he's one to watch as a potential trailblazer for the first Black Bond role. Also leading the pack of contenders is Aaron Taylor-Johnson. He's one of those rare cases of a child actor who also found success in adulthood. And if he lands the Bond role, it'd be amazing. With movies like Savages, Anna Karenina, and Godzilla under his belt, the guy knows how to make an impact on the big screen. He even starred as Quicksilver in Avengers: Age of Ultron. And man, did he bring some serious energy and physicality to that role. It was a blast watching him zap around like lightning. And in Christopher Nolan's Tenet, he played a military commander, showing off his acting skills in a mind-bending thriller. But his performance in Bullet Train really got people talking. He played the role of the fascinating assassin who goes head-to-head with Brad Pitt. Talk about intense. Aaron Taylor-Johnson totally owned that posh character and delivered some powerful moments, proving that he could handle all the action and still bring depth to his roles. With his impressive track record and the way he shines in these action-packed films, it's no wonder people are saying he could be the next James Bond. He's got the talent, the presence, and that undeniable charisma. Also, let's not forget Henry Cavill. He has been a fan-favorite casting choice for a while now, and he already has some secret agent experience under his belt with his role in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. so the actor knows how to rock that tuxedo and handle the spy stuff. When Henry played that role, he brought a lot of charm, charisma, and confidence to the character, which got fans immediately hooked. Cavill showed us that he could pull off that sophisticated spy vibe that James Bond is known for. No wonder people are rooting for him to become the next 007. But you know what? It's not just about his skills as an actor, or his previous roles that share similarities with the Bond character. It's also about how Hollywood has treated Cavill lately. He's an incredibly talented actor, and it's been great to see him land a role like James Bond, especially considering some of his recent ups and downs. So fans are really hoping that Henry Cavill gets the opportunity to be the next Bond. He's got the looks, the talent, and the support behind him. Now, we all have our favorites, but the thing is, the search for the new James Bond has yet to begin. Bond producers haven't officially started scouting for the next 007 after Daniel Craig's departure, despite several names being thrown around in the media. Producer Barbara Broccoli clarified that they're still in the early stages of the process. Broccoli mentioned previously that the search wouldn't begin until late 2022. But here we are in 2023, and the hunt still hasn't begun. Let me remind you, Daniel Craig's casting as Bond was announced in 2005, just a year before his first mission in Casino Royale. So they're taking their time and making a careful decision. Broccoli emphasized that the casting of Bond is a significant decision and requires a whole rethink. It'll shape the future direction of the franchise. But her statement hasn't stopped fans from speculating and picking their favorites. And if we're looking for a bold new frontier for the franchise, why not Henry Golding? He's got a lot going for him. Being British is a plus for the role, and he has this undeniable charm that draws you in. Sure, the actor is known for his rom-com roles, but he has also showcased his action skills in movies like The Gentleman and Snake Eyes. So don't underestimate him when it comes to handling the intense action sequences that Bond requires. Another strong contender is Regé-Jean Page. The man exudes sophistication, not to mention the perfect delivery and presence that the Bond character demands, and also the skill set for some blazing action moves, like we saw in The Gray Man. What a guy! So, he has the experience and the charisma to take on the iconic role. And what about Riz Ahmed, the talented actor from The Sound of Metal? Just picture him in a classy tuxedo, and you can see how effortlessly he could embody the sophistication and elegance of James Bond. He has that powerful presence and the signature British charm that can make him a great choice. But right now, my guess is as good as yours about who the next 007 will be. For now, it looks like our hopes for an Elba-esque Bond have been dashed forever, even though the actor said he's honored to be considered for the role. But it's just us trying to manifest Idris Elba as the next James Bond. Most of it is just fan speculation and wishful thinking. And let's not forget, he has been one busy actor. He's been involved in various projects, from a DCU venture to his work in Cyberpunk 2077. Yet, Elba gets bombarded with questions about whether he'll be the next 007. But you know what he says? He's moved past it. Sure, he has an affinity for the James Bond franchise, and he's even tight with the 007 producers. But he sets the record straight by calling those rumors exactly what they are: just rumors. There has never been any truth to the speculation. It's a compliment and an honor, but not a reality. So, while fans may continue to dream about Elba donning the iconic tuxedo, he's made it clear that despite the excitement and enthusiasm, Elba won't be the next Bond. So there you have it. From admitting that he's deeply honored to be even considered for the role, to being the frontrunner in the race for the next 007, Idris Elba has finally revealed the truth behind the James Bond rumors.